After the death of Moses, God chose Joshua to lead the Israelites into the Promised Land. Joshua was a strong and courageous leader. He trusted God completely. He knew God would help him conquer the land. God promised Joshua that he would be with him every step of the way. God told Joshua to be strong and courageous. He told Joshua not to be afraid. God would give Joshua victory over his enemies. Joshua led the Israelites across the Jordan River. The river miraculously stopped flowing. This allowed the Israelites to walk across on dry ground. This miracle showed Joshua and the Israelites that God was with them. The Israelites were ready to conquer the land God had promised them. They were ready to fight for their future.
I'm sure you've heard the news. BibleTales963.store is your new go-to for all things faith-inspired. At BibleTales963.store, we've got something for everyone. Whether you're looking for a thoughtful gift or a little something to express your faith, our collection has you covered. From stylish apparel that lets you wear your faith proudly, to beautiful jewelry that speaks to your soul, BibleTales963.store offers a variety of products to suit your style. Need a meaningful gift? Our home decor items and faith-based books are perfect for any occasion. Birthdays, holidays, baptisms, you name it, we've got the perfect present. And for those everyday moments of inspiration, check out our accessories and unique handcrafted items. Each piece is designed to bring peace, comfort, and a touch of spirituality into your life. Visit BibleTales963.store today to explore our full range of products. Discover the joy of sharing your faith through beautifully crafted items. BibleTales963.store, where faith and inspiration meet. Shop now and let your story shine.
Victory. The Israelites faced their first battle in Canaan at Jericho. God gave them a miraculous victory. He told them to march around the city once a day for 6 days. On the 7th day, they marched around 7 times. Then the priests blew their trumpets and the people shouted. The walls of Jericho came tumbling down. After Jericho, the Israelites went to capture the city of Ai. They were confident because of their victory at Jericho. However, they were defeated at Ai. This defeat shocked the Israelites. They had never lost a battle before. Joshua prayed to God for understanding. God told Joshua that someone had sinned. A man named Achan had taken some of the things from Jericho. God had commanded the Israelites to destroy everything in Jericho. Achan disobeyed God. Achan's sin had consequences for the whole nation. Because of Achan's sin, Israel was defeated at Ai. This teaches us that sin has consequences. Sin affects not only us but also those around us. God told Joshua how to defeat Ai. First, Achan and his family were punished for their sin. They were stoned to death and their possessions burned. Then, God gave Joshua a plan to defeat Ai. Joshua chose 30,000 soldiers. He sent them out at night to hide behind the city. The next morning, Joshua took a smaller group of soldiers to attack Ai. The men of Ai chased after Joshua and his men. They left the city unprotected. When the men of Ai were far from the city, the Israelite soldiers who were hiding came out. They captured the city and set it on fire. The men of Ai saw the smoke from their city. They were trapped. The Israelites defeated Ai and killed all the people in the city. God gave the Israelites victory at Ai because they obeyed him. This victory taught the Israelites the importance of obedience. It showed them that God would bless them when they followed his commands. The news of Israel's victory spread throughout the land. The people were afraid of the Israelites and their God. One group of people, the Gibeonites, decided to trick the Israelites. The Gibeonites dressed in old clothes and worn-out sandals. They brought moldy bread and old wineskins. They pretended to be travelers from a distant land. They went to Joshua and asked him to make a peace treaty with them. Joshua and the Israelites believed the Gibeonites. They made a treaty with them and promised not to harm them. 3 days later, the Israelites discovered that the Gibeonites were their neighbors. They had been tricked. Joshua kept his promise to the Gibeonites. He did not attack them. However, he made them servants. They had to cut wood and carry water for the Israelites. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. To support this channel, visit our Christian-themed store at BibleTales963.store. Every purchase really helps to bring you more content. When the other kings in the land heard about the Gibeonites, they were angry. 5 kings joined together to attack Gibeon. The Gibeonites sent a message to Joshua asking for help. Joshua and the Israelite army marched all night to help the Gibeonites. God told Joshua not to be afraid. He promised to give the Israelites victory. The Israelites attacked the 5 kings and their armies. During the battle, Joshua prayed to God. He asked God to make the sun stand still. God answered Joshua's prayer. The sun stopped in the middle of the sky and did not move for a whole day. This gave the Israelites enough time to defeat their enemies. The 5 kings tried to hide in a cave. Joshua commanded his men to roll large stones over the mouth of the cave. Later, he had the kings brought out of the cave. Joshua killed the 5 kings and hung their bodies on trees. This victory showed the power of God fighting for his people. Joshua continued to conquer the land of Canaan. He defeated king after king. He destroyed their cities and their idols. Joshua obeyed God's command to drive out the inhabitants of the land. One of the greatest battles was against King Jabin of Hazor. Jabin gathered many kings and their armies to fight against Israel. They had many chariots and horses. The Israelite army was much smaller, but Joshua trusted in God. God told Joshua not to be afraid. He promised to give Israel the victory. The Israelites attacked their enemies at a place called the Waters of Merom. God sent a hailstorm that killed many of the Canaanite soldiers. The Israelites chased their enemies and destroyed them. Joshua and the Israelites conquered the entire northern part of Canaan. They burned Hazor to the ground. They defeated all the kings. They showed that God was with them. He gave them victory over their enemies. Joshua led the Israelites in conquering the Promised Land. He obeyed God's commands. God gave Joshua victory in every battle. These victories showed the power of God fighting for his people. Joshua's life and leadership teach us many important lessons. We learn about the importance of faith, courage, and obedience. We see how God rewards those who trust and obey him. Joshua's story reminds us that God keeps his promises. God had promised Abraham that his descendants would inherit the land of Canaan. God kept his promise. He gave the land to the Israelites through Joshua. The book of Joshua is a testament to the faithfulness of God. It is a story of victory and conquest. It is a reminder that God is with us in every battle. He will give us the victory if we trust and obey him.